The Battle of Lützen, fought on November 16, 1632, was one of the most crucial and dramatic engagements of the 30 Years' War, shaping the course of the conflict in a profound way. The battle pitted the Swedish army, led by King Gustavus Adolphus, against the imperial forces under the command of Albrecht von Wallenstein, the Holy Roman Empire's most formidable general. At the time, Wallenstein had been attempting to secure winter quarters for his army and had dispersed his forces across Saxony. However, upon learning of Gustavus Adolphus's approach, he quickly concentrated his troops near Lützen and prepared defensive positions, using trenches and the town's natural terrain to strengthen his line. The Swedish king, determined to prevent Wallenstein from consolidating his power, advanced rapidly despite the onset of winter conditions. The battlefield on the morning of November 16 was shrouded in thick fog, making visibility poor and delaying the initial deployment of both armies. When the mist finally began to clear around midday, the Swedes launched their attack. Gustavus Adolphus led his troops personally, directing the Swedish right wing while Bernard of Saxe-Weimar commanded the left. The Swedish forces attacked with great ferocity, aiming to break through the imperial defensive line and capture Lützen itself, which was being fortified by Wallenstein's men. However, Wallenstein had positioned his troops effectively, deploying strong musketeer detachments along the roads and bolstering his flanks with cavalry under the command of Pappenheim, who was ordered to rush to the battlefield with reinforcements. The battle quickly descended into chaos, with fierce fighting occurring along the imperial trenches and around key defensive positions. Gustavus Adolphus, eager to maintain momentum, led a cavalry charge on the right flank but became separated from his unit in the confusion of battle. Amid the swirling gunpowder smoke and fog, imperial cavalry surrounded the king, and he was shot multiple times, eventually falling from his horse and dying on the field. His body was later stripped and left unrecognizable until it was recovered by his troops. News of the king's death spread rapidly through the Swedish ranks, threatening to demoralize the army. However, Bernard of Saxe-Weimar took command and urged the troops to continue fighting in Gustavus Adolphus's name. With renewed determination, the Swedish forces launched repeated assaults on the imperial positions, eventually breaking through as night fell. Wallenstein, realizing that his army had suffered severe losses and was unable to hold its ground, ordered a retreat under the cover of darkness. While the battle technically resulted in a Swedish victory, the loss of Gustavus Adolphus was devastating for the Protestant cause. Without his leadership, Sweden's influence in the war gradually waned, and the conflict continued for many more years. The Battle of Lützen demonstrated both the effectiveness of Swedish military tactics and the brutal reality of early modern warfare, where even a victorious army could suffer an irreparable loss.